Welcome back, trainers, and we're going to be taking a look at some more Great League battles using Shadow Mawile, Altaria, and Stunfisk. We're going to be leading with Shadow Mawile the entire time, and just having a little fun here. I'm going to have to start taking Shadow Mawile off the team and testing other things out, because it is kind of hard to pair things up with it that are a little bit outside of the norm or off meta. So anyways, with that said, let's get into the commentary here. It was fun. Altaria is always solid. You guys know that. I don't really use it all too much, but we're going to be using it right now here, because I'm going to tell you this before we get fully into the commentary. I feel like personally for myself, the hardest counter to Shadow Mawile, just in general, without looking at any sims or anything, but just encountering it in the field, is Alola Marowak. That thing is just, it's over once I go up against it, especially if it has Fire Spin. So we need something to kind of combat that, and that's why we have the Altaria and the Stunfisk here. So I am also taking requests for teams, and I did spot one finally in the comments, and I am going to be using that for my next set and see how it does go. I'm very excited to use it, and a lot of you do make good requests, and I really appreciate all of that. But this one caught my eye, and we're going to be testing it out. So with that said, let's go ahead and see what we have going on. Took out the Ferrothorn, in comes the Azumarill here, getting off the Sky Attack and then swapping into the Stunfisk. I don't think that was really necessary. We're going to be shielding this up, and they're going to be able to get to another Ice Beam here. We can take that, no problem, but we're going to be able to get to a Discharge right after this, and that is going to be game for us. Looking good here. So basically the Stunfisk needs to look out for grass, and that's where the Altaria and the Mawile come in handy to kind of protect it from that. Alright, into the next battle. Scrafty is going to be doing some good damage to us, especially once they get off the power-up punch, but we're going to be able to at least hit it for super effective with our power-up punch. They're actually going to be swapping and catching, which is very nice, but I do prefer that. That's perfectly fine. We're going to be able to gain a little bit more energy on the Mawile, swap into our Stunfisk ourselves. The only problem is Hydro Pump is going to hurt us a lot, and Ice Beam is going to start taking us down, as well as the bubble here. So it's not exactly like the most comfortable battle to be up against this thing, but at least we're going to be able to kind of go toe to toe as far as the damage, and if we do have the shields here. So going for a second Discharge, and they're still holding on, knowing that they can simply take that. So well played on their end for holding on to those shields. And then they go for the Ice Beam. We're still going to be able to survive this here, going for a Mudbomb, and we're getting a shield. That is awesome. They're going to be able to farm down. They're going to be barely holding on, though, going in with the Mawile and instantly taking them out. In comes the Scrafty here. So we still have that Altaria sitting in the back, and this is also going to do super effective. And then vamping up the Fire Fang, doing even more damage. So we're going to let this go through, absolutely. We're just going to go in here simply with Altaria and start farming down with the Dragon Breath here. We have a shield left. We're going to let this go through, even if it's going to be a foul play. That's perfectly fine. Altaria with some energy, it's going to be looking pretty good. They're going to be going in with the Ferrothorn, and then they go ahead and back out. We're going to be able to take the win there. Looking good. And I do have a short video here for you guys. It is what it is right now. And we're going to be met with an Altaria. We love to see this here. So what we're going to do is go ahead and go for 2 Ironhead. Sometimes I go for a power-up punch, and that's okay if we do get no shield out of them. So they're going to be going for a Sky Attack. We know we can take these, no problem. 2 of them. And then some more Dragon Breaths. You're going to see how this does work out. If you're new to the channel, well, we've been in this matchup so many times, we know exactly how it's going to play out here. So basically, we're going to let both of these go through and go ahead and go for a power punch. If they shield this up, that is going to be absolutely amazing. And they they do. That's so good. So we're able to take them out, them using a shield and us using none, winning the lead there. We're going to go ahead and go in with our Stunfisk. Now, this is a pretty good situation, seeing that we do have 2 shields. If they do bait us, you know, it's going to be a little bit of trouble because, yeah, Altaria going up against that, we're going to be seeing that here in a minute, but it's not ideal. So we're going to go ahead and shield up that first charge move. It is going to be a Rock Slide, not very effective, and that would have done hardly any damage. So very nice bait on their end, and we're going to go ahead and just let this go through. Unfortunately, even if it's an Earthquake, it's going to one-shot us like that. We're just going to go in here with Altaria and start farming down here. They're able to get to a Rock Slide, but let's see what happens here. We kind of see this pattern over and over again. And the last Pokemon, we don't even see it. They simply back out. We take the win there with the Altaria at the end. All right, Altaria, intimidating them. Let's get it. So we are going to be met with a Azumarill. This is You know, it's not the worst, to be honest with you. It actually can do quite a bit of damage with Ironhead. So let's see how this plays out. This is definitely going to be an Ice Beam. We're going to let that go through, no problem. Those bubbles are starting to add up, though. Shadow Mawile, kind of squishy. Actually, very squishy here. Unless it's going up against Dragon, it has that massive resistance. So they're going to be getting to another one. We are going to be going ahead and let this go through because, well, there's really no point. Because, yeah, I'm simply just going to go in here with the Stunfisk and just take it out immediately here. Unless they want to use a shield, letting it go through, that's great. So both of us have not used a shield. And this is where I decided to start using Cresselia. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I don't think this is happening here. Absolutely not. But we'll still give it a shot. Let's see what we can do here. It's not over until it's over. So it's just grass knot. Yeah, that's where I got the idea. So thank you to this trainer for that. I invested quite a bit into that Cresselia, which is awesome because it is fun to use. Anyways, they're going to be bringing in their own Altaria here, and this is just doom for me because that Dragon Breath is going to inevitably outpace me, and we're going to fall down and kind of just be forced to use our shields here, and that's exactly what we're going to do. We have a Stunfisk in the back that's, you know, has nothing left in it, so we're going to go ahead and go with our Discharge here, but I do back out in just a second. I'm like, nah, okay, you got me. All right, into the next one. I can never get a 5-0. It's just, there's always one battle. All right, so we're going to be met with a Galvantula. This is great for the Mawile. They're going to be swapping into that Azumarill. We're going to go ahead and go into the Stunfisk here. The counter to it, it's not a hard counter because they can counter me just as easily as I can go up against them. A hard counter would not be able to take super effective from any of the charge moves and pretty much resist almost everything they throw at it. So this is kind of just a soft counter, but it works. So we're getting that Discharge through. They've used a shield and so have we. We're just going to go straight for the Discharge. I mean, I'm not even trying to bait if they let it go through, and they're going to be shielding up, which is perfectly fine. I think we're going to go ahead and shield this up because we don't really want the Mawile to go up against it, and definitely not the Altaria. It's not like we're going to be farming down that Azumarill with Dragon Breath. So we're going to go ahead and just waste another shield. It's a shieldless battle here, which is okay, I suppose. Can we get to a Mudbomb? Yes, we can. This is going to do quite a bit, but we are not looking the best here. I don't know how we're going to be able to pull this one off. So we're going to be swapping into Altaria here, holding on to the Stunfisk. So the basic thought process was I need to hold on to Stunfisk. I'll throw an Altaria in here to just absorb all of this energy and then go in here with the Mawile and or the Stunfisk after it has used all that energy up, and we'll be able to potentially take it out. No shields left, but they're going to be swapping into their Galvantula, and I'm going to go ahead and bring in the Stunfisk at this point and take it out. And I'm hoping they get off their charge move here perfect, using this energy to take us out so we can farm a little bit with the Mawile here, and we should be able to take out this Galarian Stunfisk with it. Hopefully, if they get to Earthquake, it's obviously over for us, but let's see what happens. But anyways, if you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and we're taking them out. And I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.